Crane here. I'm going to talk about this movie I watched called Creep. It's on Netflix, and it has only 2 actors in the whole movie. And it's filmed in kind of a found footage fashion. It's a story about a cameraman who, I guess, finds an ad on Craigslist, and the person offers to pay them $1,000 a day to film them. And they ask for discretion in what they film, so the cameraman's a little, curious what kind of situation he's getting into, but regardless, he goes to this house up in the hills. Probably seems like it's a good drive away from where he's from, and he meets this man who's says he's got a huge tumor in his brain. He's gonna die soon. His wife is pregnant with a baby boy, so he wants the photographer, or I should say cameraman, to film him for a day or two, so that he could give it to his unborn kid. So when his kid is born, he can see what his dad was like. So with that out of the way, you got this pretty cool introduction to the movie. And the important thing for me about horror movies is that there's a mystery. I love it when you're watching a horror movie, so you know bad things are going to happen, but there's a good mystery. You don't know how something bad is going to come from what you're watching, and you really get that in this movie, because just the 2 guys, they go around hiking, they're kind of becoming friends, and all the while, you know something bad has to happen. It's a horror movie, so you're just kind of thinking, is the cameraman going to be some kind of killer, or is the person who hired him some sort of killer, or is something else altogether going to happen? And that mystery keeps you going through the movie, because it's about an hour and a half long, and you don't really get to the horror aspects of it until right near the end. So you're in for a whole hour and a half almost of just seeing these 2 guys interact and waiting to find out what's going to happen. So I really enjoyed it. For me, I watched it with my wife, and she was pretty bored. She likes more straightforward horror movies. But yeah, I really appreciated the build-up, the mystery, and in the end, it had a pretty good ending. So I recommend checking out Creep. It's on Netflix right now. So give it a watch and let me know what you think.